Okay, so what have we been up to? Well, I've been trying to make the boolean better than my original version. So in tokens I've added true and false, and then down here we've actually got, so this is so as we can use true and false as a instead of 1 or 0, because I just think that'd be better. Interpreter, we've had to add we've added evaluate the boolean and the expression is boolean expression in there. We've also had to make a slight change to evaluate int. So evaluate int, we've had to add this here so it can evaluate either it's an integer or a boolean. We've also had to in here add 285. I think we need to go to somewhere handy. So in here, this is the evaluate boolean now, which wasn't in the original version of doing the boolean. So we've added this. Nothing that complicated in there. We've also added in the next bit we've added, make sure I get lost here a bit, that comes down to this one here, the expression, and I've also slightly updated the evaluate string because we want to be able to use true and false in a string. So this is where we get, so we can actually use the word true and false to get a result. In here in execute, oh wrong one, this one, execute, we've had to do we've had to add this here, which I believe this, I think this was in the last update on it. We've had to add that, and then in the if else statements we're now using the evaluate boolean instead of evaluate int, so that does make a difference in there. And also the do and while loops now evaluate the boolean, and the do loop evaluates the boolean instead of an int. Then we need to go to I think it's 201 again. In the print out for printing the text to the console, we've had to use the expression is bool express in there to get the true and false, so that can be used in there. Then I think the only other changes I've had to make is in the parsing in one, which is we've had to, actually I've got a feeling this was in the last one, we had to add the boolean in there, and then also we go to 286, we want 286, we've had to add the true and the false in the parse primary to be able to utilise that. And that gives us the ability now to, got to work first time, makes a change for something to go right. It now gives us the opportunity that we can now do, we can now just set the flag to false instead of having to put 0 in there. We can print out flag is plus the flag, which would be this, which would be false. We can also just print out flag. So if we run this, we should get 3 falses, which is the flag is equal to 0, which is the false flag on there, and then this printout here is the flag, and the printout here is flag. I haven't done a demo of it yet, but we will also be able to use this in the do loop and the while loop. So that's what I've been up to. It's been really interesting. I'm learning so much doing this project, towards my learning how to use C++ a little bit better. All the code's on GitHub. If anybody wants to look at it or do anything with any of it, you're more than welcome. This isn't a tutorial. I'm learning myself. This is just something I do for fun, and it has been real good fun. Anyhow, enough waffling. Thanks for watching if you did.